Hello, Nirvana! My name is Jack Mercer, and this time the news has run dry. Our small town of Nirvana is at a deficit for action at this point, so I thought I'd slow it down and just grant you all some insight into the minutiae of everyday life. First of all, 3 new people have been reported within our borders. Firstly, a man in his later 30s who has been seen toting around a stroller. Witnesses who have caught a glimpse of this child have stated that it is, quote, cute as a button. He contacted the station earlier today, asking to put a special request out for any info surrounding Digby Bush. If you ask me, I think we've got a superfan on our hands here. The second man has only been spotted once or twice now. He seems to be the mysterious sort. We have only been able to ascertain his name from an anonymous tip, Harper. We will continue to bring updates to light as they spring up. Other than that, a mysterious calm has settled over our town. Though, in these non-trying times, I implore you to continue listening to our show. Never stop listening. Farewell, Nirvana. I'll catch you next time.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Imaginauts Lazitus. Joining me today are my 3 cast members. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
Alright, I'm Artie, and I play Digby Bush, the crotchety old pen-to-paper pushover. Happy to be here.
Okay, I'm Bella, and I play Mary, who is the shit-starting teenage dirtbag herself.
And ladies and gentlemen, you may have noticed that I said 3 cast members. And of course I'm not talking about myself, as I am the keeper. The keeper of secrets, the keeper of monsters, and of course, the keeper of secrets. And one of those secrets, as mentioned in our previous episode, is that we have a tertiary cast member.
That's me. I'm Dylan, and I play a character who has not been introduced yet. I'm still in the hands of the aforementioned Keeper of Secrets.
He has a gun, though.
That is true.
So, yeah, the first half of our episode, well, not half, it's probably going to be like the first third of the episode is going to be sort of catching us up. We ended last episode with a cliffhanger, sort of gunshot went off, there was an imposter on the loose, or maybe like a reincarnated dead guy, or like whatever. A dead guy has risen from the grave, and then somebody over the shoulders of the 2 characters shot it dead. And then they turned back, and I said, we're going to introduce our new player character next time. And this is the aforementioned next time. So, getting right into it, Dylan, your character. Just sort of sitting there, rolling down the road with nothing but a piece of paper and a dream. I'm going to send you what that piece of paper says right now.
Oh, fun.
And it has that text and some coordinates. And those coordinates are not important within the context of the narrative of the fiction, as Nirvana, Nevada is not a real place. Or is it?
What?
I just realized that my mic might have been picking up the beginning in like faintly. I've made adjustments accordingly, but like I apologize post
Damn it.
recording to the editors.
There's one editor, and it's me.
Sometimes will.
No,
Sometimes me.
never will.
I've edited one of these. Two.
That's true. And you do our thumbnails. Great Scott contributions.
Thanks.
This show would be nothing if not for my little quips. It would be nothing. Okay, so as you're rolling down the road, you're about T-minus 5 miles from your destination. What would your character have on the radio?
What do you have on the radio? You know, he's listening to AC/DC, but it's turned down. Like it's quiet.
Like really quiet in the background, like it's just like how some people study to classical music, but it's just like this pump up rock.
Yeah.
But it's just like mellow.
100%.
Awesome.
That is awesome. Yeah, but as you start nearing your destination, you see a couple of things come into view. You've been driving through the desert for a couple of hours now. But you start to see trees, greenery, a weird amount of it. Around 2 miles wide. It looks like a ring of just these evergreen trees. Other distinct things that you see. On the other side of the road, you see a ravine with a couple of planks of rotted wood. And you see a big water tower.
Is the water tower plain, or does it have any text on it, as some water towers do?
Just a plain old water tower. Silver gray.
And this is where the note was telling me to go? This is the place?
Yes. These are the coordinates.
Other than the water tower, are there any, like, man-made structures?
There seems to be a shack. But it's like broken down. It's weird looking. There was a second floor, but it seems like that's collapsed in on itself. So it's just the first floor.
Okay. Yeah, why not? I'll just go knock on the door.
Okay. When you open up the door, when you knock on it, it's kind of off its hinges a little bit, so it just sort of like open. With a creak, with a lovely creak. Inside in the interior, you see a couple of things. You see a dresser, sort of on its side. It seems to have busted down into the wood, probably fell from the second floor. You see what looks to be a little cooking stove. This whole entire thing looks to be straight out of the 1800s, like a mining town or something. One thing you do see, however, is to the right, you see a small metal trap door, a little hatch.
Well, since knocking on the door did this much, I'm gonna knock on the little metal hatch. Is it like a trap door?
It is like a trapdoor. It's like It's like a little trapdoor. It has a valve on the top of it, but it seems to be sealed up pretty tightly. Um, as you knock on it, you hear the sound reverberate out. No response.
Hmm. Well, I was told to find a vantage point, so I'm gonna go back outside and start climbing the water tower.
Okay. As you approach the water tower, you see that the ladder has fallen down to the floor. It no longer seems to be attached to the structure.
That's a problem. Because I imagine ladders would be heavy. I probably can't lean it back.
I mean, if you want to interacting with the ladder, you can see that it's sort of it's hollow metal. So it's not super heavy. It's heavy enough that it would be a struggle to like put up there, but it's not too heavy that it's impossible.
Okay. Yeah, why not? I'll give leaning it back up a go.
Okay.
Do I need to roll anything for that, or?
Putting up the ladder is no problem. There's a little bit of a struggle, but it's not super whatever.
Alrighty.
Climbing the ladder, however, I will need you to roll and act under pressure.
That is an 11. Sorry, 10.
10. That's also good. So as you start climbing the ladder, you feel a gust of wind start to push you back, but you were able to front your weight and tip it back over so it's sturdy onto the side. Then eventually you make it up to the top of the tower. Would you like to set anything up, sort of create a little bit of a nest?
Is it flat on the top?
On the top you have a little like deck. The way that the water container is structured, it's a big vat, and then on the outside of it there's like one of those great metal little observation things. So that goes around the perimeter of the round water container.
Okay. I guess I'll... What do I do here? I'll sort of just walk around, see if anything catches my eye, and then just sort of pace, since there's not like a good perch spot.
Yeah. So you're just walking around the perimeter looking outwards?
Out and down. The collapsed house is kind of piquing my interest, so I'll probably look at that a bit more than I do the landscape, but...
So as you look down and out and pace around, a couple of things catch your attention. First of all, the ring of trees you can see doesn't go all the way through. Inside, it looks like there are a bunch of building structures. But the weird thing is that the hot Nevada air seems to be doing that thing where when you look at something, it gives that sheen of where you can't like make it out. It's a little bit blurry, which is weird because the trees you can totally make out. But as soon as your vision starts to tend towards what's inside, your brain just can't process it. As it starts to crest into night, and you intently look down at the shack, you don't see a ton of movement. At this point, it's been 1 to 2 hours. You're still waiting for something to happen, and it just hasn't happened yet. In that time, one other thing catches your attention. Way off in the distance, maybe a mile out, from your location, there is a couple of small standalone things. You can see what looks to be a scrapyard, and then a couple 100 feet away from that, you can see what are a couple of lumps of stone centered around one location, something that you could probably determine to be a graveyard. And as soon as 3 hours pass, you do hear something. You hear the chink of metal, loud.
Coming from...
And then another coming from the shack. And then there is a completely similar, it's the exact same chink, and then there's silence. And you wait about 30 more minutes unless there's anything you want to do.
Well, in that 30 minutes, I'll probably look through the scope of my sniper rifle through the trees to see if the blur goes away, if it's a distance thing.
No, you are sitting right there. You're pretty much above most of these trees. Maybe there's one or two that kind of get up to where your feet are. But as far as where your head is, where your vantage is, it's only a couple 100 feet away. But you just can't make it out. It just doesn't make sense to you for whatever reason. But 30 minutes later, you do hear that same sound, that same metallic chink. But it only happens once this time.
Can't tell if that's more or less scary. But it's definitely one of the two.
And at this time, you start to hear another noise. Really quiet muttering. It's a distance thing. You can tell they're speaking full volume. You just can't make out anything they're saying. But again, it's coming from the shack.
Okay. I'm gonna try and go down there.
Okay.
I'm gonna pack up my stuff and go back downstairs. Or down the ladder.
All right. Make another act under pressure.
Hey, that's a 13.
That's great. That's great. You're able to slide down the ladder, like a badass. And you level up 2 times. I'm joking. No, but in the distance, coming from the shack, you see 2 figures. They're cloaked in shadow right now, but they seem to be having a conversation, and they're heading towards that ring of trees.
I'm gonna look through the scope of my sniper again to see if I can determine any facial features or anything.
So as you stare through your scope, you can tell that it's the shape of an older man in his 60s. Artie, would you like to describe the visage of Digby Bush?
Alrighty. Let's see.
I'll get his reference art up. Just push it to the top of imagery.
Oh, thank you so much. I was in the middle of searching for the art.
But for our audio listeners, love you to death. Artie's going to do some very descriptive imagery work right now.
Alright, so Digby is a man in his mid-60s with, medium-sized, light gray hair, quite a bit of stubble, not quite a full beard, but it's there. He's got his He's got a long-sleeved white shirt with a green vest, and some nice lightly colored tan pants to go along with his hiking boots. And he's clutching a what looks to be a journal very closely to his chest.
Cool. So you see this old ass man, and then you also see a shorter, spunkier looking teenage girl. Bella, if you would like to describe Mary for us.
Yeah. Mary is a short. You know when you look at a kid and you're like, that's probably a pain in the ass. She's not like that. She's not that bad, but she's just a step below. She has short brown hair, bangs. She's wearing a band t-shirt that just says band on it. I know that's not what the picture is, but I've always had it in my head that that's just what it says, is band. Yeah. She probably looks bruised. Are we still Like, do we still have shit from what happened in episode
I'd assume
9?
like scarring.
Yeah, she has stuff.
Well,
She's got band-aids
How long has
somewhere.
it been?
It's been a week. It's been a week.
Okay.
They almost died.
She's got a stitch. She's got one stitch on her finger.
Her pinky finger. Catch that in your little
Yeah.
scope. Just zoom in on it.
She's yet to heal one harm, and that's her little pinky injury.
Yeah. Watch that be like the tiebreaker.
The deciding factor.
The longer you sort of stare at them, try and make out their facial features, see what they're up to, you do see another figure, a third tertiary figure, that is approaching them from behind. You see a short old man. This old man looks to be in his 80s. He has stark white hair, a very thick mustache, and it looks like gills that are protruding from his neck. A really weird sight to see. Gills and scales. He looks to be a little fish man. He starts to pick up his pace, rushing at the two of them. And then as they turn around, he jumps out. Would you like to do anything?
I mean, I'm already looking through the scope. I may as well shoot it.
As the bullet connects, you can see it makes its way through the figure's head and knocks him to the ground. Sort of a little bit of viscera exploding out the back. It's cool if you've ever played those like sniper games on your iPhone, where you gotta like line up the shot from a long ways away. Yeah, those are cool. It's kind of like that, instant replay and whatnot.
It's like Bloons Tower Defense.
But like Bloons Tower Defense. But if Bloons Tower Defense had like realistic graphics, and all of the balloons were full of blood. So as you guys both look back at where the gunshot came from, Dylan, what do they see?
You see a taller guy with, like shoulder length blonde hair tied in a half ponytail. He's wearing just a 3-piece suit, but instead of black and white, the jacket, pants, and tie are all like dark green. And he's holding his sniper and trying to no longer point it at you guys. So he puts it on his back, waves awkwardly, and says, "Sorry about that."
Digby is slowly shuffling backwards away from this man.
Mary elbows Digby and goes, "I like him. I think he's nice. I think he's
Mary,
neat."
we do not know the first thing about this man. He has a gun.
Yeah.
And he's...
Yeah.
Okay, fair point. He has a gun. I
I wave back. like that, ecstatically.
Hello?
Hey.
Are you from around here?
No, it's first day here. But I assumed that a fish man in the desert jumping at people isn't safe, so sorry if I miscalculated that. Probably should have thought about that a little bit more, but you guys don't seem too upset, so I'm taking this as a good thing.
No, we're fine.
It's okay.
Thank
I
you
have
for
bloodlust.
Your help.
Hmm?
So what?
What?
The distance is a
Yeah.
lot. I am going to slowly approach. I mean you no harm.
You better keep your hands up. I appreciate that.
We don't accept pedophiles around here. It
Who said he was-
took me a very
Okay.
long time to even hang around with this guy.
Excuse me.
Your relationship
Okay.
seems very
Look.
odd, and I don't want to get in the
It's
middle
nothing
of
what
it.
you're thinking.
You hear that, Digby? Relationship. He thinks you're a pedophile too.
That's not what I said. Oh, I'm great at this.
Anyway, thank you for bailing us out of that, of whatever that was.
Yeah, sure.
Can I ask your name?
Just call me Harper.
Harper? It's
Harper with an H, like
Harper.
one who
Excuse me.
plays the
Yeah,
harp.
I'm hard of hearing these days, you know.
Yeah, he's so old. I got it on the first try though. I promise.
I'm
Well,
at this point am I like closer to them? Okay. In that case I like pat Mary's head and go, "I'm proud of you."
Yeah. Thanks. I needed that one.
well, you may have heard of me. I'm the author, Digby Bush. So if you want a signature, you can have it. No charge.
I appreciate that, but I'm gonna have to read one of your works first. Is there a library nearby that I can check out?
Oh,
or-
yes. Of course, yes. I can lend you one of my works anytime.
Wonderful. I'm looking forward to that day.
Harper's the best. This is the best day of Mary's life. Oh my god.
The problem child here. I apologize that you're gonna have to deal with.
My name's Mary, by the way, since we're all just standing here.
Why are you pushing the responsibility of your grandchild on me?
No, great-grandchild. Sorry.
All right, listen.
I've been doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Would you mind tagging along with us till we get back to Nirvana, if that's where you're headed? I assume I don't know any other place you would be headed towards out here.
I mean, sure thing. I did drive here, if that would make you more comfortable.
You have a car?
Can I
Yes,
drive?
No, you cannot drive.
No.
Fine, I didn't want to drive that much anyway. It's fucking fine. I don't know, it's fine. It's whatever.
Language.
She kicks
You
some
can ride in
gas.
the passenger seat, though.
The day has gotten so much worse. It's become so much worse.
Is the car nearby?
I point in the general direction.
Swell.
I get it if you don't want to ride in a car with a stranger, though. That's totally fine. I'm gonna put my hands down now. Still mean you no harm?
We'll trust you for now.
But I like finger guns.
Mary, how about you head along with this fine gentleman here? I've got some fish people
What?
that I want to
No.
examine.
No. No.
We're bringing it. Don't worry.
No.
You
we're not
have to
bringing
go
it.
shopping. You have no food. Dried oats is not food.
That is plenty.
We were going to the grocery store, and if you want to come with, you can come with.
I can drop you off there.
Okay. All right. You can drop us off. But the fish person goes with me.
I'm afraid I can't do that.
80-20 split.
What?
I'm afraid I'm gonna need a full body examination here. Also, how would you measure that, buddy?
Rough estimate.
Okay.
You know what?
Based off of that
what, never mind.
suggestion, you
I'll-
seem like a very exciting person. I can't wait to read your books.
Oh, thank you. There's no
That's
rush.
the funniest
I-
joke ever.
You know, I that means so much to me.
You know,
I'm sorry.
instead of all of us fighting over the fish guy, who has a name, by the way, I don't know if, you forgot, Digby. This is Barkin, our dead friend on the ground here.
Oh, he was your friend. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. He died.
No, it was.
He died, a week
it's
ago.
all right.
It's okay.
What? No.
I have,
back up. He died a week ago?
So I have a house that is, empty right now.
Mary.
And we can put the fish
Mary.
person in the
Mary.
bathtub, and
Mary.
we can just...
Mary, we should not be explaining these things to an outsider. Okay?
You're really bad at whispering, buddy.
We can put him in the bathtub. And there's, free beds, and we don't have to fight over the 80-20. What would that even... Is the 20, the toes? How are we constituting what 20% of the guy
Mary.
is?
Shush. Huddle. All right, let me speak with you privately for a moment.
A one-on-one huddle session? Yeah, okay,
No,
cool.
Is a one-on-one huddle not just a hug?
Oh my god, and they just awkwardly,
Have none of you played football?
No.
No.
Before they make plays, they huddle and all right, here's the strategy, guys.
I knew you were getting
Never
bad,
mind.
but
Okay,
it's
Mary, I
getting
just want to
worse.
talk with you without...
All right.
Mary, Barkin needs to come back to the base. We have so many things we don't know that we need to know. We don't know what this man is going to do with him.
Yeah, I hear you. But I have school in the morning, and I also want to be kept in the loop. So...
Well, I can keep you in the loop
Or...
after school.
No, because I have school in the bubble. And there's gonna be a whole weird... Do you not... What if we just put him in the bathtub, in the bubble, and we have all the medical things? Look, man, I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to do better with school. I have friends now, okay?
Good for you.
Yeah.
And you can... You know what? If you didn't worry about Barkin, you can focus on improving in school.
I don't
Just
know.
leave him with me at the bunker.
Yeah, no, cool. If you're cool leaving, the child alone in a big scary house all by herself. That's cool. If your conscience can take it.
From
If
the
your
experiences
conscience
I've
can
had
take
with you, you're responsible enough.
If you're doing... I'm responsible? Oh. That's where we're at now?
Never mind.
Okay, one night. One night, and we do our little science experiment, and if nothing comes of it, and if this dude turns out to be a douchebag, we'll just bury him in the canyon.
We are not going to...
One night.
Mary. Okay, one night, but no burying in the canyon. Okay? We have enough on our plate.
Fine. She kind of
Okay?
squints at him, because I'm, like, realizing that we're talking and no one can see what our faces are doing. She squints at him. Non-threateningly.
Alright, I think we're done. Sorry about that, Charter. We were just,
Harper.
just discussing things.
Harper.
So... Yeah, you said your car's that way, right? That direction?
Yeah, do you know what a harp is? Like the many-stringed instrument? The big one?
Oh, yes. I'm fully aware of what a harp is.
Yes,
Yeah.
so one that plays the harp is called a harper.
Really? I never knew.
So, that's how you can...
So that's what you do. Is it what you're telling me?
No, but that's how you can remember it.
Alright. Harper.
Yes.
Got it. Yes, sir.
But yes, car...
In the brain.
Cars that way. Did we reach a decision on what to do with the fish?
Yeah, it's getting put in the...
Yes, it's coming with me.
In the bathtub.
Bathtub?
It's a fish person.
Do dead fish need to be in water still? Like this, it's a desert and it seemed to be doing pretty fine.
We don't know. I don't make the rules.
Are you sure? Because you've tried to make a lot of them.
It's okay. Just we'll put him in the trunk. It'll be fine. Don't you worry where he ends up.
I do, like, by business requirements, need to do an examination on him. So...
Business?
Well, as a matter of fact, we are his friends, so we have the rights to the body.
I'm not
Right.
in any way saying you don't, but I'm saying that I need it first.
Then you can hang out with him in the bathtub after we get groceries.
You know what? How about you can examine him, but you give me your examination notes as well.
I can work with that.
Fair enough. All right.
Yeah, I just grab it, throw it over my shoulder like a sack of potatoes.
Okay. It's gone.
Fuck.
Oh, lovely.
So, in the spot where the body was, what you can see are a severed hand. You can see a crumpled up piece of paper and a small red object. Upon further investigation and examination, you can see that this seems to be a flare gun.
Digby is furiously scribbling in his journal.
Is the flare gun, like, loaded? Or...
The flare gun is loaded.
What's on the piece of paper? Can I read it, please?
Yes. Let me go ahead and forward you what it says.
Am I allowed to read it out loud?
Go for it.
Okay. It says, find and secure the... No, that's not fun.
Let us hear it.
The Sietad cell from Barkin bunker.
Do you happen... And at this point, I'm, like, trying to grab the note, the piece of paper. Do you happen to know where this bunker is?
No.
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 So at this point,
believe
you guys are lying. You need both to roll a manipulate somebody check.
What is that?
All right.
I think that's plus charm.
Fuck.
So that's a -1 for Bella's
Uh-oh.
character.
No, it's
-1
not.
for
It's a 0.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it doesn't do anything. I know. I have a sheet today.
Today?
Today.
What? Okay. I do not remember
That's
for the
a
life of me.
success. That is a partial success. And
Okay.
combined, our partial successes should equal a big success.
So what I was gonna do is if they succeeded, I was gonna say that they were not lying. If they failed, I was gonna say that their eyes gave away the location. But on a partial success, you can tell that they are lying. But you don't know exactly how much, you don't know where, you don't have any of the context. You can just tell that they're not telling the truth.
Okay, I'm just gonna step a little bit closer to them.
Whoa. Getting a bit friendly there, Barter. Hang on
Harper!
a second.
It's Harper. Anywho, I do happen to work for a place that does not like to be lied to. So I would very much appreciate it if you just point me in the direction of this bunker.
You know,
Because I'm sorry, but you are both awful liars.
you know,
What are you talking about?
that's
Actually,
great.
I take back some words. I'm not sorry. You are just awful liars.
Okay. Hang on.
Okay, that hurts a little
If
less.
you're trying to intimidate me into giving you information, I will have you know that I've almost been arrested, like, 3 times-ish in the past 2 weeks. And you know what I told the cops that said, get in my cop car? Do you want to know what I said?
What did you say?
I said no. And then
And
do you wanna
remind
know
me,
what
who's
I
your
did?
father? In relation to the police?
My dad's dead.
Whoa.
Shh.
You,
My dad's dead.
seemed like you knew that the answer to that
My
question
dad's
already.
dead. What are you trying to get at? You trying to pick at poor orphan Annie over here?
Your name is Mary.
Okay.
You've already
You know,
told me.
you know more about this place than you're letting on.
I do, yes.
Well, I'm not afraid of cops, so
I'm not a cop.
good.
Can you tell me why you're here?
I can tell you as soon as I know myself.
All right.
Can I
Uh,
grab the hand and start running towards the town?
Mary! Where are you going with...
Can I try to intercept her grabbing the hand?
Okay,
No!
so what I want you guys to make contesting act under pressures, and then Mary, you can tell as soon as you grab this hand that this is Barkin's hand. This is a hand you've touched before.
I know that hand anywhere.
I know that hand like the back of my hand.
That's an 8.
That's also an 8.
Okay, so here's what happens. As you start running, you sort of lead with your left foot, and your hand that is holding the hand sort of drags out behind you for a second. That's enough time for Harper to reach out and grab onto it and get a good hold on it. You guys are now in a tug of war over the hand.
All right, both of you, stop. Mary, let's just go to the bunker. We can't afford to tear apart what we have left of Barkin. Stop.
Let's go to the yes. Let's go back to the bunker and have guy over here follow
Harper.
us.
It's Harper.
I don't listen to people that try to intimidate little girls. Okay.
Harper. It's just my name, man.
So, where do you propose we go, Digby? Bunker still sound good?
I don't see that we have any other option. All right, given there's the things we have here, they're too important to leave for later. I don't know. I don't know what else to say.
Okay. Okay. And she lets go of the hand?
As promised,
Fine.
here's as close to the 20% you would have gotten. And then I offer the hand out to Digby.
Digby takes the hand.
Awesome. So do we want to do a Batman 1960s style cutaway to the bunker?
Oh my god. Do we get to say the password again?
No.
Yeah, you get to say the
No.
password again.
We can just... That part's glossed over in the cutaway.
So, as the car rolls up, you guys all get out. You can tell that you are back at the shack from earlier. And then eventually you're back at the hatch. And what does one of the two of you say? And I know which one of you it's going to be.
Here goes. Digby mumbles into his shirt. Gobble, my nuts.
And the hatch pops open fully, and you can see a small ladder going down into some sort of space. Good stuff.
Why is that the password?
I don't want to explain to you. Get in. Go.
You're letting me go. Thank you for letting me go first.
You go first.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Lazitus mid-roll. I have some special news coming to you straight from the head honchos over at Imaginauts. There's like 3 of us. But we have put together such an amazing team of people at this point. Here you're seeing Dylan for the first time. But we also have artists, we have composers, we have a ton of people behind the scenes doing some creative work. And I feel like with Lazitus, that work has not been fully displayed just because of the mess that has been the production, how long it's been going on, how unfocused it's been. So I would like to officially announce here our summer project. Now, I will be completely straight with you. The production of this summer miniseries will mess with Lazitus production a little bit. Lazitus will not have a regular upload schedule until the fall, but I think it's all going to be worth it. I will even announce our release date. October 31st, 2023, you will be getting the Oakhurst Abhorrence, a 3 to 5 episode mini-series that's going to be horror-tastic with the greatest, crispest audio, with fantastic music, with amazing art, and the best part, it's all going to be recorded in person. 4 players, 1 game master, 1 table. Who is our 4th player, you may be asking? That is yet to be announced. But we think that we have a proper candidate. I am so looking forward to working on this project. And I hope you're looking forward to seeing it. I'd like to thank some of the people behind the production of this episode specifically. Of course, Artie, Dylan, Bella. Those guys, fantastic work. Bella does our thumbnails. She did the one for this episode. I think that it's just fantastic. And then, of course, Robin and Luke, who are our artist and composer, respectively. You haven't heard Harper's theme yet, but it is done and probably will be in the next episode that we have not recorded. But it sounds amazing, and I'm looking forward to debuting it. I hope you like Harper's design. It was... like, I seeing that for the first time, just fantastic. All of these designs are amazing. Robin Puluve on every single service. Fantastic artist. Yeah, but that's our team as of right now. Of course, Reilly Tanner does our intros. He did the intro for this episode. Another great addition to our team. But we're only growing every single month, every single week. We have a community now. It's small, but it's something. And for me, it's viscerally amazing. And I hope all of you who have listened at one point or another to Lazitus will continue to support the show, because it is something that we are still funneling all of our creative juices into. I hope that the process of working on the series will kind of get us into a place where we can standardize our quality a little bit more, because I know it's been all over the place, but hopefully we can work something out. Anyway, I'm going to let you get back to the episode. I hope you enjoy the rest of it. Every creepy, deep, dark twist and turn, every little revelation, every single little thing, every single moment of the performance. God, I love these guys so much. Thank you for listening. So as you are climbing down the ladder, you look out and you see what looks to be like a 1950s prepper bunker. The main area seems to be almost like a 50s living room with your felt carpet, and your little wooden decorations. A little TV is sitting there, a little box television with its little antenna. And this goes off into several different rooms. You can see little vents with wires running through them. There's a lot of loose wiring around the place as is. But yeah, welcome to the bunker.
Can you remind me of what the note said?
I mean, I could do that. But,
And I could have kept the hand.
You could have kept the hand, yeah. It said find and secure the cell from Barkin bunker.
That you like
the cell.
You staticked over the most important part there.
The cell.
What cell though? Because there's a lot of cells.
The cell.
I'm not familiar with that one. How are you doing in biology?
I'm passing all of my classes, okay?
Harper, you know a scary amount about Mary and their relationship with the police?
Yeah!
You say have you not been here before? What do you... I have too many questions.
Who the hell are you?
I'm Harper. I thought we went over this already.
No.
No, we can go over it again.
What do you want to know about my dearly departed dad?
That's not what you were gonna say.
Okay.
Fair point. Fair
As
point.
I said before, you're really bad at lying, but I knew him at one point. That's all I'm gonna say.
How the fuck do you know I'm in biology?
Because you're school age. I just assumed that you were taking biology. That wasn't some sort of wizardry that I know.
She kind of sheepishly passes him the note, because I really don't know how to pronounce that one word, and no one's helping me, and it makes me sad.
Okay.
The Sayatod cell. Am I familiar with a Sayatod cell?
So you haven't heard of the Sayatod cell, but you have heard of the Sayatod. You have heard that word before. You just haven't. You don't know where to place it at the moment. But it has something to do with your job. Maybe it's like a file that you saw somewhere, a case report, something. It just sparks your memory.
Old man, what's your name?
Old man.
I am Digby Bush, the one and only. Thank you.
No ego problems there. Have you heard of this?
I, unfortunately, have not.
Why are we trying to follow what a mysterious note left by a dead body is saying anyway?
Because it is a mysterious note left by a dead body.
Uh-huh.
And, I would suggest that we get the police involved, but you seem to have
No.
problems with them.
No, I don't think we should. Because it brings up too many memories of my dad, who's dead. So, maybe we shouldn't get the police involved,
Those
actually.
alligator tears disappeared quick.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm in the theater club, actually.
Oh, really?
'Cause I've really been trying at school. Mm-hmm.
Fun.
She's been working real hard.
Well, do you, plan on staying here, Harper?
Maybe for a bit. I've got some research I need to do.
Research?
Yes.
Where do you work?
Place.
What might your research involve?
The hand and the Seatod's cell.
Sounds like... Our interests may be aligned. I don't know what the cell is, but it's related to what's happening here. If you can find it, I'm all for it.
Awesome. This is out of character, but for one of my things, I have, quote, weird tech gadgets.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how high-tech we are. Is there a thing that, breaks down, scans and breaks down things?
Oh, like the Subnautica scanner tool?
Sure.
Yeah.
We used to have a robot.
Harper doesn't need to know about Cal.
What happened to this robot? Now I'm interested.
But
He's on
Cal is
vacation.
taking, paid leave. Mm-hmm. But by his own violation. That's right.
Understood. So
No.
you killed it then?
No.
No.
Vacation. Maybe
He
taking
decided
a nap
to leave.
while on that vacation.
He's going on a meditation.
This is a robot smart enough to have a mind so full he needs to go on a meditation retreat.
Of course, the technology in this bunker is very, very prestigious, thanks to Barkin's work.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then, if I have the scanner thing, can I scan the hand?
Yeah. So, this gadget that you're proposing, is it breaks it down and then scans the material?
Yeah, it scans it and then gives just a general breakdown on what was seen.
What sort of the biological components are. So, yes. As you scan it, you see a couple of different things. It's mostly human biology. You can't really see any sort of... there's nothing that would constitute the sort of physical abnormalities, or the froggy fish-like complexion. But you do find several unknown chemical components that sort of ping up on your scanner.
And these are not identifiable?
No, not in your database. It kind of has a match with something, but it comes up as classified. Level 3 access.
That's not fair.
You gotta level
Is there
up.
a request access button?
Yeah, you have to. What you have to do is you have to run the program as an administrator. Um, yeah, there is kind of a way to request access, but you have to. It's one of those systems where it comes up and there's a password thing, and it sends it to your advisor, um, or your handler, or whoever is kind of working with you, um, at any given moment.
I'll send the password screen to the director.
Like you request access, it comes up. Basically, the person has sent a password, and they kind of have to correspond it to you. Um, you would know that you have no direct comms connection with this person until a certain point, as per your assignment.
Yeah. That makes things difficult. Well, there's a couple of classified, and this is back in character, but there's a couple of classified cells on here. It's possible that one of those is the
Classified cells, more like
go on.
your mom.
That was good joke.
You're saying that there's cells in this hand that are restricted
The
somehow?
research behind them, including their name, is not yet revealed to me. I have requested access to see them. I'm not sure I'll get a response for a little while.
Why don't we just go to the library? They have books on like all
Mary,
sorts of things. I'm serious.
The library is not all-knowing.
I got a book about death, like a magic book about death from the library.
Why are there magic books at your library? What?
What? Anyway,
I'm pretty sure that was like... I'm pretty sure that was what's called a mass hallucination.
mass
maybe?
hallucination, bitch. Would she have that on her? I forget what she did with the book.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
she'd have it in her
bitch.
backpack.
Yep. And she goes to her backpack and she pulls it out.
As soon as that book comes out of the bag, Harper,
Oh, fuck.
you'd recognize the
Right.
object. This this corresponds to a certain other thing.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
That's right. I read.
No, don't read. Don't open the book. Don't open it. Don't open it. Harper is trying so hard to just keep his sort of joyless smile. Don't read
Okay.
that, please. Thank you. Where'd you find it?
I forgot.
That's not true.
I think I forgot where I found
That is a blatant
Um,
lie.
I have homework. Mary's getting weird vibes. She's gonna stuff
Okay,
some
okay.
stuff in her backpack.
Hey, you want to leave the book
Digby?
though? You want to leave the book?
No!
Why? Why do you not want to leave the book? Is it?
It's... what book?
The book that is
What
in
book?
your hands.
So I have some biology homework that I probably have to
I thought
get done.
you said you were doing great in that class though.
Yeah, I have homework though. And it's getting late because you know how the bubble is. I guess you would
What-
know, right?
What
Because you're
what
kind of...
bubble?
What bubble? I'm gonna go home. I think I'm gonna go do some homework. We good?
Have fun. Have fun.
Yeah.
And then just big, really awkward thumbs up in Mary's
All right.
direction.
She bows out. You guys do what you do.
You alright there?
I'll just say that book is part of the reason I'm here and not at my old job.
So, you don't know why you're here, but at the same time, you do. I'm getting.
Well, when I say here, I meant working for my current employers.
Would you happen to be allowed to share of those current employers with me?
No, I would not.
Right.
I just know that book is important to everything.
Sure. About, what was on that note?
Yes.
I'm assuming this... I've already forgotten the name. Oh, God.
The Sayatod cell?
Yes.
Just
Sorry.
Say
These
it,
cells.
Todd. Say it, Todd. Say it,
Say
Todd.
it, Todd.
There you go. We got it.
You think those might be whatever you're not allowed to have access to
I think
regarding Barkin's hand?
I think it may be a possibility, yes. Doesn't make sense why they would tell me to find it and then not give me access. Alrighty.
Mary pokes her head back in the bunker.
Oh, hi again. Don't.
Hi.
Did you bring your homework back?
No, I don't have
Oh.
food at my house, and you don't have food at this place, but oatmeal's better than nothing. So, I'm just...
Alright. Come have some oatmeal.
Okay, thanks.
Marker, would you like any?
Harper.
Oh, Harper. Yeah. Harper, would you like any oatmeal?
You're gonna get it right one day, and I'm gonna be so proud of you.
Don't worry, I've got it already. Harper.
Cool. I would love some oatmeal, thank you.
It's in the cabinet. Right there.
Wonderful.
To your left.
To my left. I somehow opened the wrong cabinet.
To your left.
Oh, Larper.
Harper!
You silly goose.
Okay. It's this one then.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I open the cabinet and get some oatmeal.
While he's making oatmeal, I'm gonna grab Digby and pull him into another room.
Okay.
Be like, whoa! Hey man, one, it's probably way too late for me to go to biology because, time. So that's out the window. Two,
Is it?
should we check where we buried Barkin? Do we think that's a clone? Why hasn't our first thought been to go see where the fuck he is?
That is a very rational thought. I'm proud of you.
Really?
Let's,
Oh my god.
I don't know why I haven't thought of that. I'm disappointed in myself.
It's okay. You'll get it.
No, I've got it.
Yeah.
It was just a slip up. And
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mary, you're right. Let's take a look.
Okay.
As soon as we can.
And about the book, there is no way in hell, and we need to be on the same page here. We're not letting anyone else touch that book.
Oh, right.
Okay?
Of course.
I need you to look me in my eyes. Don't lie to a child. Don't do it. Don't fucking do it. I don't know. I
Well,
just got a weird vibes.
All right. We won't share the book.
Okay.
Is Pinky Promise what you guys do these days? Or just...
Yeah, we do that. Would you... I was gonna suggest a blood oath, but jokes! Jokes! I'm kidding.
Okay.
Give me your
Joke.
pinky.
Thank Lord. Digby sticks out his pinky.
They lock pinkies. For all of our audio listeners.
Yay.
They think they lock pink anyway. Yeah.
No!
Moving on. But then,
No,
anyway.
plot twist of the century. they don't.
Case of the cursed pinky.
Yeah.
That's what this episode's gonna be called.
Mary, so if we... should Harper tag along for this?
He's got machines, and seeing as our once teched out bunker is brain dead at the moment, we can probably use something with electricity in it.
I'm not sure I see that line of reasoning, the logic behind that, but sure.
I mean, if you don't want to, man. I want to be inclusive. I don't want to be a bully. That's rude.
Now that I think of it, I don't want him snooping around here alone.
This is also true.
Yeah.
Barker!
Is there anything we need to be
on
the same page with?
The book stays with me. If anyone asks,
with you.
my dad's dead.
Fine.
Or if not dead, not here. And we can just keep it at that. I don't know. I'm getting a weird... And... I don't know. Do I have to be on the same page with you in anything?
Don't... Maybe... You know when you tried to run away with Barkin's hand towards the, towards people?
Yeah.
Maybe we shouldn't be making decisions like that.
Yeah. Are we double pinky promising? Are we just gonna stand there? Double pinkies interlocked?
Alright.
Awesome.
Come on, Barker, we're going on a field trip.
Okay.
So, you guys are headed to the quarry?
Yeah.
Okay, so what mode of transportation would you be using to get there? On foot? Would you be taking the car? It's about a half-mile away from your current location.
Shouldn't take... It's a half mile. I'm sure we wouldn't need to use the car.
I mean, basically what you do is you walk around the perimeter of the town until you get to a bit of a drop-off. It's basically like a tri-layer little quarry made of dried mud. There's these rickety wooden steps that take you down, same as you've seen. Looking to the left, there's a little cliff. As you scale down that first little drop, you see the place where Barkin was effectively murdered, where you found his corpse. At this point, a lot of the evidence has sort of been covered up. Sand and the elements have washed most of the stuff away. Digby, some stuff that you noticed looking back at the crime scene, you're seeing again with a new light. The number one thing that you're seeing, though, that you guys did leave here last time, is that his hand, it's gone. But as you crawl down into the actual quarry itself, into the tunnel, make your way down. This dark tunnel goes straight down. And as you make your way down the freight elevator, you exit into that same spot with the pinprick of moonlight overhead. The body is there. At this point, it is not decomposing, which is weird. It is just as vital as it was the moment you guys buried it, which was a full week ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Harper,
You got it right! Yes!
Thank you. I guess this is the real Barkin? Are there two Barkins? This isn't making sense. I mean, nothing here ever has, but never mind.
I'm gonna save the previous scan and then scan Barkin, the one in front of us currently, to compare them later.
It's the same. It's the same. The one thing that seems to be different is there is one compound on the hand that you don't see in the body. And they're also filtered under different things. So you have two different things that are sort of locked behind the classification. There is one that is a chemical component, and then there is another that is a biological thing. One is chemical, one is biological. The biological thing is the anomaly. That's what's different between the two. The chemical thing is the same between both.
Anything of note on your doohickey?
One of the password protected cells is not in this one.
I'm guessing that doesn't give us a whole lot to go off of here.
Not at all, but it's something.
Okay. Quentin, there's nothing else in the room, right? Just besides, and I mean in the area besides Barkin's body.
Oh, there is one thing. There's also the Wendigo's body.
Right.
So I forgot about that. Lying on the ground, sort of sprawled out. Its head is not there, and you could see black ooey blood gushing out. Still at this point, it seems to be kind of congealing out of the body and then being absorbed back in and then congealing out. But it's dead. It is no movement, but it also hasn't rotted, even though it does seem to be already in a state of rot from the get-go, because it's a gross-looking monster thing. It's no different than how you left it.
Harper, this is partly what has been giving Mary and I trouble.
Mm.
This the time we've been here. There's been other things, but this one was a big one.
Understandably. Does this thing somehow create time loops, or what's happening here?
How do...
No. There's nothing weird with time.
Are you sure? Because
Nothing else.
You said this guy died a week ago and nothing's happened. This thing also died a week ago, and based off of previous research, this looks normal, except that its blood is continually refilling and oozing out. So putting two and two together, I believe.
Putting two and two together does not immediately lead to time loops.
You got very defensive. I just want to point that out.
Okay.
Nothing is ever fully as it seems. Okay?
Fair enough.
Digby and I have done the best that we could. But I don't know.
Yeah. Couldn't have said it better.
We're alive.
That we are.
That's
And
a good thing.
because of us, none of these monsters have been giving anyone trouble. Yeah.
Good for you guys. That's quite a task.
Oh, it's not.
Yeah. You should read some of Digby's books.
Oh, of course.
I will.
Yes,
I
you should.
will. If possible, I will try and find one tonight to start. I will certainly read Digby or fiction or non-fiction books.
Non-fiction.
I apologize. Non-fiction books. I will certainly read one and have you sign it when I'm done.
Yes.
If time is not the issue here, what is?
The issue of...
Global warming, I think.
You're right.
We're in the middle of the desert, and it is very hot. and it's only going to keep getting hotter.
Yes, sir.
So really, global warming, and by extension of that, I would argue capitalism.
Number one.
Number one. Yeah. I don't know. Why don't you ask your fancy little boss from your fancy little mystery workplace and ask them what the cause of all of this is?
I was just asking you guys for help because you seem to know what you're doing.
Oh, of course we know what we're doing.
But not too well.
Yes. I'd say,
This is why I didn't go into psychology.
I do think that we could assist in whatever you're doing, but it would help to know what in the hell you're doing.
It
Ditto.
would very much help for me to be able to tell you.
It would.
You could start by telling us how the hell you know my dad. May he rest in peace.
God bless his soul.
God bless his soul.
He was a good man when I knew him. We worked together for a bit. We were both there, albeit in separate places, when our previous business collapsed. He came here, I went somewhere else, and they didn't find him. That's all I know.
I see.
I don't know if that helps to answer any of your questions or alleviate any fears, but...
Huh. So you're with the military. You're with the military, then. That's what my dad did.
Yes. I'm with the military. It's the green, you got me.
The military. So the military knows what's going on here. The military of the country.
That one, yeah.
Is aware of the situation.
Somewhat. We weren't aware of this. And then I just kind of gesture at the Wendigo thing. We would have helped if we could.
Really?
Dylan, I'm gonna have you mark experience.
Yeah, I got a big 4 on that one.
Why?
And for you guys,
I swear to God, if you make me take harm, I'm gonna lose my shit.
you can tell that ex-nay on the military.
Alright.
That's a big fat lie. That's a big fat lie. There's something there. And it's big and it's secret and you want to know.
Yeah, Mary's whole life is shattered. Everything has been a lie.
Well, it's great to know that the military is indeed aware. That being said,
It's ex-military. I'm not with them anymore.
Mhm. Okay. How about we get you some place to stay at in town?
Why don't we do that? Yes.
Sorry, I'm processing. If I'm making a weird face, I'm thinking through. I'm so sorry.
It's alright.
Sounds.
Do you have everything you need here?
Believe so. I mean, most of it's in my car.
Cool.
Out of character, I've been debating on whether or not to, examine Barkin, again. Because,
Something's...
there was 2 of him and the other one disappeared and...
Yeah, something is super...
Fish people...
wrong.
I mean, do whatever you want to do. I'll say this. The town's the only place that's got NPCs. So
Yeah. Sure, you know what? Let's go back to the town. Let's do that.
Alright.
I bet there are a lot of people. If you knew my dad, I bet there are quite a few people that would just love to meet you.
Oh, joy. I'm so excited to talk to people.
Digby is halfway he's just walking.
back in the car. Our three adventurers are driving into town. So, you're headed along the main road. It's sort of this, like, gravelly thing. I've never described it before, but basically the jaunt there is the highway is passing through the desert, and then you take a left turn, go out, like, 3/4 of a mile, and then you're in the town. You gotta drive through the ring of trees. But a sensation that Digby and Mary have experienced, but Harper has not, is once you do enter the town, it feels like time melts away. It's like your conscious idea of what a passing second is extends into minutes and hours, and it feels like that moment lasts forever until suddenly, slowly but surely, it melts back into this stable perception. And you're on the other side. And the weird thing about the other side of this is that it's daytime.
Oh, fuck. I'm late for school.
Do I need to drop you off in front of the school building?
No, because I'm afraid of how long it's been. And I'm good.
Can write you a note, say you were injured.
No! That's okay.
Okay then.
Okay.
So there's no hotels, are there, in Nirvana?
No, and I will... No, I'm not going to give that to you. There is one place that you could definitely and totally stick them. There's one abandoned spot that you could put them in, but there are no hotels. You know that there is one place, and it is sort of like this loftish bit above the Purple Oasis pub. There's like a couple of rooms that they rent out, but they've never been used. And then there's one other option, but again, you got to think about it. Well, technically there, but it's being remodeled into a museum.
Oh, you're talking about my house.
No.
The estate?
I already guessed.
No.
Oh, the Paul's place. The Paul one.
Not the Paul one. The Paul one is abandoned, but for different reasons. Well, I'm not going to give it to you in character, but out of character, I was going to say, technically, Barkin did have an apartment.
Oh.
That is now vacated. But...
Cut that out. Hang on. No. You know.
Natural conclusions. That was like a year ago. You know what? If you want to use that as an option, go for it. You don't have a key, but...
The Girl Scout arc. I'll kick it down.
That was the Girl Scout arc. Can you do that again? Audio listeners, love you to death.
I'll kick it down.
Yeah, so what do you guys want to do in terms of housing?
You know, Barkin's apartment would work.
It would work. And I'd get to do some more investigative research before I go to sleep. That sounds awesome. Let's do it.
I'm glad we're in agreement. The place should be empty, anyway.
I mean, with how things are going, Lord knows.
Okay. Well, as you guys make your way back to Barkin's place, you go up to the apartment building, and how do you approach this? Do you knock on the door? Do you...
Yeah.
Try the door handle.
Okay, as you try the door handle, it's locked.
Let's knock on the door. Really hard. And if it
as
pops
you knock
off,
on the door... Oh, you're gonna bust down the door is what you're saying.
No. As I open the door, what? As I
No,
open
you're gonna break the
what?
door. You're gonna
No.
break the door. You gonna knock on it? You gonna knock on it? How hard? How hard? How exactly hard are you
Very
gonna do
light. She's small and petite. I don't break it down.
it? Okay. You knock, 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 and you hear a little bit of rustling from the other side of the door. And a woman opens the door. You can tell that she's like an older lady. She's got a cat meowing in the background. And she goes, "Yes? Who is it?"
The United States Bureau.
Government. The government.
Mm-hmm. Or just routine checkup.
Routine checkup of what? You've never come here before.
Do you remember random locker searches at school?
Oh God!
Yeah, I remember school. A couple years back.
No, fuck it. He can stay with me. If we're gonna go through it, he can stay with me. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, wrong address. I apologize.
Yeah. Come by if you want. Yeah.
If you're ever interested in Girl Scout cookies, never mind. Shit.
Have a nice day, ma'am. Digby's gonna close the door.
Wait, Digby's gonna close the door.
Yeah.
So the door swings inward. So you like
gonna
move
reach
her
in.
out of the way and reach.
Yeah. He's gonna do that. Mission abort.
Yeah, come on. You can just stay at my house, but no investigating, please.
I won't.
Just okay. Cool.
Cool.
Are we walking? Are we driving? How are we doing it?
Paragliding?
We drove here, and I'd like to keep my car with me.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
Driving it is.
Driving. Okay, well, as you drive there, you wind round the streets. You go to Park Avenue and then Park Street and then Park Lane.
Mm-hmm.
You find your way to the Rosedale residential neighborhood, and you find Mary's house. Kind of shitty.
It's not shitty. Hey.
It's a little bit shitty.
No, it's
It's a
not.
little bit. It's a little bit shitty.
It's made with love.
Sort of. And were you there when it was built?
I was. Okay. There is a couch that you are permitted to sleep on. Upstairs is where my dad's room was
Mm-hmm.
before he died.
And if he is in fact dead, are you living alone now?
Yes.
Is that legal?
It's Nirvana, baby. I don't make the rules.
Do you know the rules?
Yes. So there's a couch. I can go get you blankets or pillows or something. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a nice couch though. To be fair, to the credit of whatever, it pulls out into an actual bed. Look.
Oh, wonderful!
It's great. It's great.
A futon.
It's a futon. Yeah.
Well, why don't you get the futon
Yeah.
all set up? I'm going to go make a grocery run. Is there anything you want?
How opposed are you to purchasing alcohol?
Mary.
It's a joke! It's a joke! It's a fucking joke! I'll take Cheez-Its. Please. Thank you. Gah! No one's funny anymore. Fuck. She
Okay.
starts setting up the futon.
Cheez-Its for the angry teenager. And Digby for you?
I'll go along with you.
Wonderful.
I'll go.
I'm so happy about that.
Yeah. Do you guys leave to go on a grocery run?
I guess so.
Yeah.
As you guys walk out the door, Mary is left alone. But Mary is never alone.
Yeah, can I talk to the dude? I've been meaning to ask him some questions. Yeah, so are you getting, like, any of this? Like, a fucking zombie comes out, you say nothing. There's stuff about the book, you say nothing. I've been lying about my dad, you like it when I lie, and you're not saying shit. Nothing? Nothing?
Look, all I can say at this present moment is that the group that this man represents, I know his kind. His stench.
Yeah, the military, right?
There are some things best left alone. And this man's identity is one of them. I understand the urge to figure out the secrets of your past, but Mary, you just need to trust me for a minute, okay? Just leave it well enough alone and keep your book at your side. Do not let him get his hands on it. That book gives you power, and that power means that you can protect people, like your dad.
Yeah, fat lot of good that's doing. How come I can't wake him up yet, You said I could wake him up whenever the fuck I wanted.
Whenever you wanted. You know what that means? You don't really want it that badly. So start wanting it. I'm not really in control here. You are. I'm just an advisor.
Motherfucker.
I hardly know her. And so we're going to cut over to the grocery run. So we've got our two guys sitting in the car. Thunderstruck is playing quietly in the background. And as you round the corner to the grocery store, Digby, you look out and you see the thing that you've seen 100 times before. You see the grocery store, but there is an anomaly, an abnormality, something you never thought you'd see. You see a young man his later 30s.
In his later 30s. Okay, I'll stop.
Digby, you see your son.
Ooh, look away. All right, so Digby just sees him like out the car. Is he in like the grocery store? Like
he's talking to like one of the clerks, one of the people that does like the carts.
Okay.
And you can see in his hand he has one of your books, and he's trying to like show it to the person, and you can't really like hear, but you can see that he's trying to like. He gestures, he opens the book up to about the author, points to your picture, and then he kind of like gets disappointed, and he turns around.
Oh, fuck.
And he locks eyes with you.
I was hoping I could do something before he turns around.
Go for it. If it's good enough, I'll edit this.
All right, what are Digby's surroundings right now? Is he like in the middle of an aisle, or? You
are parked in a spot. Sort of at the back of the lot. Yeah.
I was thinking that Digby would just immediately crouch as low as he can, but given that he's in the car, like maybe he might not be able to go all the way below the window. But I don't know.
Act under pressure. Act under pressure.
But quickly.
Ooh. All right.
Damn.
That's a unnatural 10.
So as he turns his head, you go down into the seat, almost like collapsing back in on yourself. Like it hurts. You hurt your spine. You're not going to take any harm for it, but you're going to be a little achy for a little bit. And Harper, you can see that because of the weird motion, the guy's like this man that Digby seems to be hiding from. Kind of like turns and looks and squints and like walks over in your direction, but like more to investigate the weird movement than anything. What do you do?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna reach over and hit the thing that makes the chair back go down.
Digby,
My man.
you suddenly are thrust back, and you have like this perfect. You're perfectly covered.
Digby would be fine with letting you stay at the bunker.
And your son walks up and kind of like looks in and can't see you, and then he walks away.
Yeah, Father of the Year. Father of the Year, Digby.
Look, these are circumstances in which Digby cannot... It would be painful for Digby to try and explain things to his son.
And then, following him and his movements, he goes back to his car, pops open the driver's seat. He looks like he remembers something suddenly, and so he gets out, goes around the car to the right back seat door, pops it open, and you can see a little car seat.
You bitch!
And a little hand. Digby, you got a grandkid.